Hello student, my name is Rohit. I am your social science teacher. Today we are discussing about the chapter number 22, government in civics. Now, government refers to the system or a group of people who have the authority to govern and make decisions for a country or a region. They enforce laws and maintain order and provide essential services to the citizen. The word government is derived from the Latin word governare, which means to govern or to guide. As a governing body, the government organizes affairs of the state and regulate administrative functions. Now, the government, the types of government is the main types of governments are democracy, monarchy, dictatorship, and organs of Indian governments are legislative, executive, and judiciary. And the levels of government in India are central government, state government, and local self-government. Now, the types of government. There are the three main types of government. Democracy. Democracy is a form of government in which rulers are elected by the people, and final decisions making power must be raised for those by the people. And in a democracy, people are choose their representative through the election procedure, uh, and they choose their representative as a leader. And in our India, there is a representative democracy because the peoples of India choose their representative through the procedure of election. And next is monarchy. Monarchy is the term applies to the state in which supreme authority is vested in the monarch and an individual who function as the head of the state and who achieve his or her position through heredity. There is a no election and no peoples are ruled. Monarchy is a type of government in which ruled by a person, and no wishes are fulfilled by the monarch. And next is dictatorship. Now, dictatorship is a rule by one person, for example Hitler, and it is a form of government where all the power of the nation is vested in the single person known as ruler or dictator. In dictatorship, pedestrian as it on the wishes and whim dictator, the whole system work and the people have less freedom and no choice and their representative. Now, the need of the government. The need of the government are maintenance of law and order, defense of the country, resolution of the socio-economic problem, health and service infrastructure, and provisions of the education facility for the people. Now, the maintenance of the law and order, the government look after law and order within the country and provide the government look after law and order within the country and provide protection for the people. And defense of the country, the government maintains armed forces to defend the nation. For example, our Indian Air Force, our Indian Army and Navy protect us from the other countries and defend from the attacks from them. It is also maintain friendly relation with the other countries. And the next is resolution of the socio-economic problem. The government take decision on how to deal with the problems such as poverty, unemployment and discrimination, and it also take care of the poorer and needy section of the society. Now, next is health services and infrastructure. Providing health care facilities to the people is one of the vital functions of the government, and for this purpose it establishes hospitals and dispensaries. The government has also responsibility of providing basic facilities such as good road, public transport services, postal system, electricity, water, and so on to the people of the country. Now, provisions of the education facilities for the people. To educate the masses, the government establishes the school and colleges. It also launches the various programs to remove illiteracy. For example, in our country, it is the responsibility of the government to provide free and compulsory education to all the children below 14 years of age. The government also take care of the adult education. It runs institution for higher learning. Now, the organs of the government in India. There are the three organs of the government of India are the legislature, the executive, the judiciary. The legislature, that means a parliament, makes law for the country, and the executive government implement these laws, which are mixed by the parliament. And the next is judiciary. Judiciary, that means court, interpret the laws and decide legal cases. As a government, as a three organ, legislature, executive and judiciary, these organs perform different functions in our country. Now, levels of government in India. India is divided into 28 states and 8 union territories, and the government in India function at various levels: central level, state level and local level. Local level of the government has a separate set of powers and can take decision pertaining to that level. At the national level, there is a central or union government which look after the governance of the entire country. It is the highest level of the government. Every state has a government which is known as the state government. For example, our Uttar Pradesh government and different types of state government, that is Haryana government and Madhya Pradesh government, etc. Government at a local level in the cities, towns and villages, it is also known as local self government. For example, Nagar Palika Parishad, Nagar Nigam at a urban level, and at village level there is a Gram Panchayat government. And next is decision making and participation in democracy. Now, Abraham Lincoln defined a democracy as the government of the people, for the people and by the people. The forms of democracy in the people participate the functioning the government, their representative is known as representative democracy. In a representative democracy, people elect their leaders and representative through universal adult franchise. And universal adult franchise means every person who have 18 or 18 plus age have a right to vote without any discrimination, casteism and religion basis. They are free to give their vote choose by any candidate by them for his or choices. In India, all the citizens who the right to vote is called a suffrage or franchise. Today, all the democratic countries enjoy universal adult franchise. Now, next is anti-apartheid struggle. Anti-apartheid struggle was another cause for the achieving the universal adult franchise. Apartheid was a form of racial discrimination in South Africa, where white and there is a racial discrimination between white and black peoples. Now, white are minority in the South Africa, but they are dominate in South Africa, and they discriminate from the black, the native people of the South Africa between 1948 to 1994. And Nelson Mandela, the leader of the African National Congress, led the anti-apartheid movement. For this, he was imprisoned about 27 years. In the 1994 multiracial election were held, and non-white voted freely, with Nelson Mandela emerging victorious and forming the government. Now, what is the importance of democracy? Democracy is considered most suitable form of government because it is a people's government. People have a right to change the government. It ensures the people needs and aspirations are met. Democracy provides people the opportunity to realize their true potentials by providing citizens with rights, freedom, and by assigning duties to them, and transitions from one government to the another is a peaceful process in a democracy. Now, this is all about the chapter number 22 in a civics, the government. Thank you.